As we progress through the school year, we get through the district football games and the playoffs begin and the fun begins. The whole community actually supports this program. Education is number one, athletics are number two, and as you know, I know this many people in my life that have made a living at athletics, professional sports, and education is what they're going to rely on to be successful in life. And education is stress throughout the playoffs. Make sure these kids get their homework done, get their test grades up, all students, and not just the athletes.
You know, our superintendent, Don Fowler, moved into the community about the time that I was graduating, and so I hadn't had a lot of time to spend with him previous to moving back. And he was just on the faculty, I think, teaching fourth grade whenever we moved back. He was volunteering time to help coach and keep statistical data and all of those kinds of things for the team. And I'll never forget, I remember standing on the track and Don making this statement to me. He said, you know, here at Richland Springs, every kid has the opportunity to be a star.
I've been doing this for 16 years. And I've had some real good helpers. And I started out working with children that were maybe not being able to be on the team. I had a little Down syndrome boy for years, and he helped me with it. And from there, I just came on, and each year I take other boys, and I've got 4 this year that are perfect.
In the six-man world, it's closely tied with agriculture, maybe more than any other thing. I mean, most of society has moved towards, urbanization, and but not in the six-man world. You know, there's this close tie to agriculture. Now, I grew up in that, and to be real honest, I tried to escape it. And I find myself back in the middle of it. And even though it may not be my cup of tea, I really believe that there is the necessity for people to be connected with, the earth and to know what goes on. Whether they do that all of their life really doesn't matter, but they need to have an appreciation for it. So whether it's through youth rodeo, which we have, great associations in Richland Springs and Elm Grove, which is close to us, and great rodeos, which again, they're not my deal, but I want kids to participate in that because they can appreciate, the creation, they can appreciate getting back to the most basic things that there are.
Okay, my name is Gerald McKee. I'm the vocational agriculture teacher here at Richland Springs. I've been here 14 years.
I teasingly call him the Dean of Agricultural Sciences at Richland Springs Independent School District, and that's an inside joke for us, but I like saying that because if there ever was a prince among people, it's Gerald McKee. And it's not just that he does the ag thing. It's like he does whatever project needs to be handled.
Cow Patty Bingo is an event that our Ag Booster Club does occasionally, and we set up a square that's 20 feet long and 20 feet wide. We divide it into 100 squares, and then we sell those squares for $10 each. One of my ag students brings a steer or a heifer up here and turns him or her in the pen, and whichever square happens to receive the cow potty, that's the winner. So it's a good fundraiser and a fun project.
I'm Barbara Young, and I'm from San Saba, Texas, and my daughter graduated from high school here, and I've been coming since 2008 to every single game. I made every state game except for one.
There's kids up in here.
I'm a big time Ohio fan.
Last year, we're ahead 75-0 against our county cousins, the Cherokee Indians. And the clock's winding down. And, we're in point blank range. We could score another touchdown. But we're taking a knee. And from across the way, I can hear Barbara with blood-curdling scream shout, "I want another touchdown!" And so on the radio, I turned to broadcast partner Ricky McInerney and I say, "I guess 6 bits isn't enough for Barbara. She wants the whole $1."
My name is Thomas Tipton. I help with offense and defense in the booth, and I'm special teams coordinator. Being able to win an 8-state championship at AT&T Stadium would be extremely special. I'd be happy for the kids more than anything. It'd be a feat for them, and I just always like seeing them when the winning makes it so much better when the kids are so happy. And last year at the state championship, seems like it gets better every time. Never gets old getting that ring and holding that trophy up at the end.
It's fun. It takes a lot of time, and these kids really have to work hard. I can look back with one of my sons, Kelly, when he was in the state run, and I'd be going to bed at 10 o'clock at night. He'd have an ice pack on his shoulder, and he'd be doing math homework. And I try to use that story with the kids here. I said, look, athletics takes up a lot of your time. You still need to keep up with your academics, and it's important.
One of the ongoing jokes on the sideline is that the athletic trainer, Wayne Carroll, and I, usually are kind of paired together walking, and we're always giving Sean a hard time because if they don't score in 1 or 2 plays, we say, what's wrong with the offensive coordinator? And he is so intense and so precise in what he does. Richland Springs is the only place I've ever seen where you can get in trouble for scoring a touchdown wrong. I mean, if you execute the play wrong, even though you score, you're going to be in trouble. And here's his point. You might be able to beat Team A. And Team A, they may be great and wonderful kids, but they're not going to go real far in the playoffs. But when it comes to Team B that you need to beat in the 3rd round, the 4th round, or in the state championship, you better run that play right. The all-everything person, volunteer in Richland Springs and connected to the program, to the school, is Jason Lewis. He's done all kinds of things in terms of the Booster Club. He's on the school board. He's on the radio. He's the play-by-play voice for that. He's helped with fundraisers from A to Z. He's just one of those people that loves and cares about his school, loves and cares about the kids, and does everything in the world to support them. And on top of that, he's got more statistical data about the Coyotes than, he's like a Coyotepedia. He knows it all.
I keep a lot of statistics on Coyote football, and really the majority of my statistics has been since the Burkhardt era, 03. And I have down just almost every point they've scored every year, and I just enjoy that. It's just crazy to think of the success here at Richland Springs, and probably one of my greatest stats that I have is Coach Burkhardt has only lost 8 games as a Coyote head coach compared to the 7 state championships he's won. Remarkable.
The record in the Burkhardt era is amazing. But I want to back up just a couple of years and give you a couple of statistics. Since 2001, 67 straight district wins. Since 2002, 15 straight district championships. Since 2003 in the Burkhardt era, overall record 179-8. Regular season record 134-2. Playoff record 45-6. Home record 86-1. 12 out of 13 seasons have been double-digit win seasons, but the most amazing statistic of all, 7 state championships against only 8 overall losses in 13 seasons. Only 2 coaches have won more state championships, Gordon Wood with 9 and G.A. Moore with 8. Regular season, district, and now the time that we've all been waiting for, the Texas High School football playoffs, the most wonderful time of the year. Now, while most people will be playing basketball, we won't.
Hey, you know what, boys? It's time to get big right now. It's time to get big. Get